What's up, guys? I'm back, and today I have my Traxxas Sledge on the table. Oh yeah, I got this body done. I know there's a few questions that you have. You want to see how I did this? This is how it's done. Stick around, guys. Alright, to start, this is just a regular body that came on the Sledge. You know, I just don't care for the whole paint scheme that they had on it. So instead of just getting a whole new body and painting it, I just painted on the outside. If you could. So the first thing I did, guys, is I went in and I cut these windows out. I had to take the cage out, so it was easy working. And I just took a body reamer and I put a hole in. And then I got my Lexan scissors and I cut them out. Then I used some sandpaper, little file, you know, to get into the corners, just to make it look the way I wanted it. See, the grill was cut out. Then I hot glued the screen in. And what this is just an old screen window that I had laying around. I cut the pieces out and then hot glued them in. Oh yeah, they look good in there, guys. What do you think? So the next thing I did, I went and I picked out my paint. I found this blue. I love it. I had to have it. It's in Krylon, and so we're trying out the Krylon paint. We're gonna see how good it sticks on the outside of the body. I did have one issue over here, but you can't tell because I just put rust over it. So first thing I did, I layered some gray. I did 2 coats, let it sit. You know, this stuff takes forever to dry. That's the big thing about it. And then I went in with the blue. I got 2 coats of blue in here. And it came out really nice. But you can see here, I took some sandpaper and I just highlighted some of this just to make it pop, just to bring that gray out. You know, I did it on the hood, did it all over it. I think it looks pretty good. I ended up finding this. It's a Metal Effects Rust Finish Kit. This thing is how I got this rust on here. And the rust, it looks so realistic. It looks so good. This comes in 3 parts. You have, you have the primer. You have the iron. And then you have the activator. This is what makes it rust. Alright. So first, we have the primer. Just put it on a piece of plastic. Got my brush. I bought these at Walmart. You buy a pack of them, you know, 30 of them or so. That way you don't have to worry about getting them cleaned out. And what you'll do is you get a little bit of that primer. And let's say, I don't know where we're going to put a spot. Yeah, we'll just go right over here. Alright, so what we're going to do is just put a little primer down. You know, you can make any kind of shapes you want on here. I mean, it doesn't really matter. So, as you can see, some of this stuff didn't turn out as good as on top. As you can see, like the white in it, it come out pretty good. So you just get your primer and you put it on there. Let's see, do I want to put any more on this? Let's see, here's a spot. I like this spot because it's a little bit damaged there. So it really will make it look good when it's rusty. So I just dab a little bit on there. All right. Let's see. I guess we'll just add a little spot right over here. I'm gonna add to this door jamb rust. You really can't mess this up. You just put it on wherever you want. And that's basically it. You let this dry for a half an hour, and then we'll be back and I'll show you what to do next. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we have the metal. Just put it on there. And then we're going to go back in here and we're just going to cover this. Put it over top of your primer. And as you can see, it already has a nice rust color underneath. So that's on there. So this is what's going to cause the rust. There's a little metallic flake, like little pieces of metal inside of here. So when it dries on there, you put the activator on top, it'll actually make it rust. So we're just going to go in here, because some of this stuff I didn't get the rust effect that I wanted. So I'm just going to go and just put a little bit more of this in here. It's real easy just to lay it in there. And you can go back over this if you need to. Alright, I'm going to put some more of this on, and then I'll be back when we're ready to finish this. Next, we have the activator. You can spray it on, but it leaves like a film and you can't get it off. So what I'm going to do is spray it on my palette here, and then I'm just going to go in and dab it on. Alright, we have it on here. We're going to go in here and we're just going to put a nice liberal amount on here. I'm thinking the more of this you put on, the better it's going to rust. I'm not really sure. I'm still trying this to see how it works. But I just go in here and just cover all the spots I put the metal flake. All right. So I'm really liking this stuff. It really looks good on here. Well guys, I'm going to finish this up and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Well, as you can see right there, this is the new spot that I just did. It's not completely dry, but you can really start to see the rust coming through. And a couple of the spots I touched up, they're going to be even rustier. You look down there, that little piece next to the bumper, that's going to look good. Oh yeah, and right here, you can see there, that's already got some rust coming in. You know, it says let it sit for 24 hours and it's going to rust even more. This thing looks awesome. There's my paint video. This thing, it was I don't know how many hours it took me to do. Quite a number. I can't remember exactly. But I just love doing this sort of thing. It's just fun to me. If I have the time, this is what I'd rather be doing. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll catch you next time.